Hey guys, how are we doing today? If you don't know me, my name is Jordyn, and I am a holistic healing specialist. I help people who feel like they have tried everything and nothing is working. And I help those people heal at all levels, on the level of mind, on the level of your body, and on the level of your soul. And I help them do that so that they can reclaim their power and step into their purpose. And today we are wrapping up a series where I am talking about why we do the toxic things that we do to our health. Because I know a lot of us, a lot of my clients, a lot of people that I know, and my own self for the longest freaking time lived in shame about my relationship with food and the state of my body. And honestly, we just deserve better than that. So, the Limitless Life Code, which is the channel that you're on, is all about helping you break free from the chains that have been holding you back from living a life of true freedom, abundance, and purpose. And this is going to be our final video on this particular series about health. We will continue to talk about health. We will continue to talk about embodiment. We will continue to talk about the connection between mind, body, and soul. But this is that final week where we're going to move on from talking about healing our relationship with food and our body. And I want to just bring it all home so that we can start to take action. So, reason number one of why we do the toxic things we do with our body and with food is that we are misinformed about how our superhero body works. And what we discussed here in the videos only scratch the surface of what your body is capable of if it is nourished and nurtured with what it needs to perform optimally. So, a healthy, nurtured body doesn't get sick. A healthy, nurtured body can heal itself if it does get sick, often before you have any symptoms. A healthy, nurtured body can cure itself of diseases, of chronic pain, and illness. And I know, okay, I know that tracking your food isn't for everyone, okay? Hell, it isn't even for me a lot of the time. But I had to, and I mean I had to, track my food for a long time to get to this point. Why? Because I had suppressed and ignored my hunger for years. I had suppressed it and stuffed it down. I had taken appetite suppressants. I had taken so many different supplements that were meant to curb my hunger. I had suppressed it and ignored it for years. I had to unlearn everything that I thought I knew about the body, about nutrition, about fitness and health, and that includes stuff that I learned in a nutrition program. I took a nutrition certification, and even that completely misinformed me. I had to learn moderation and balance. I had to learn that no food is bad food. I had to learn that. I had to learn what it meant to have a balanced day of eating. I had to repair the damage that had been done to my metabolism from dieting down for so many years, being in my deficit that everybody wants you to be in, and overtraining. I had to reverse my maintenance calories. I had to like rebuild them so that I could enjoy more food with no negative impact on my body. I'm a foodie, okay? Like I am a foodie. My favorite meal to eat to this day is buffalo chicken poutine. And if you don't know what a poutine is because you're not Canadian, I encourage you to go to Canada and have one because it's amazing. It's like French fries and gravy and cheese and spicy chicken and hot sauce. Like I'm a foodie. I love food. And so it was really important for me in my healing journey to have flexibility. It's so important. And tracking my food allowed me the freedom in my headspace because I could trust the numbers. I could trust the macros. I could trust that whatever I was fitting into my numbers was getting me to my goals no matter what it looked like and no matter what my brain tried to say about it. So, once again, I cannot emphasize, I cannot emphasize enough. Like, I literally cannot emphasize enough the incredible tool that you have at your disposal here. If you have ever struggled, ever, in your relationship with food or your body or your health or food shame or how much you should eat, if you've ever felt food guilt after you've gone to a birthday party, a kid's birthday party, and had that piece of cake, tracking your food helps with that. There are very strategic ways I would encourage you to track your food, and I would encourage you to do it with a coach, and not just any coach, but a coach who understands that it's not just about the numbers, it's about your cortisol, it's about your stress, it's about who you're being in the moment, and knowing that you are whole and complete no matter what you eat. So, yeah, I really encourage that if you're going to track, that you think of it as not a restriction, but an opportunity to rehabilitate your relationship with food. And personally now, like I only track sometimes, like for periods of time, to make sure that I'm still giving my body what it needs every day so that I don't have to overthink it. So that I can just go back to eating in my flow of life with the assurance that I am eating enough. It's more of like a peace of mind thing rather than a certain goal or target or, restriction. It's something that, as an act of love for myself and this magnificent vehicle that I am driving for this entire lifetime, it's really important to me as an act of love to make sure that I am fueling it appropriately as a priority with taking the time to plan it out and hit my targets. And so that is what I use tracking for now. But I'll tell you, I spent 10 years, almost 10, 9, 8.5 years tracking my food every single day to get to this place because I did not have a healthy relationship with food at all. I had no idea how much I should be eating, and I definitely carried food shame way too often. And I binge ate because I wasn't eating enough. There's so much to this, you guys. And I know there's like a huge smackdown on tracking your food because it feels like restriction, but that's because you've been coached on it incorrectly. And there is a way for this to be healthy, for this to be loving, and for this to actually get you out of your head more than it puts you in your head. And the reason why I still check in on my nutrition, even though I can eat intuitively now, is because I know that consistency is synonymous with safety for my body. And when my body feels safe, that is when it does its best work, like a self-cleaning, self-healing machine. So we have learned in the last few weeks, we've talked about that nourishment is what the body needs to shine brightly with health. And so I want to define nourishment for you today. So what is nourishment? What does it mean to nourish your body? Well, first, it's giving it enough fuel, giving it quality fuel. The more natural, the more organic, the more for your genetic makeup, like as a Caucasian, fair-skinned, fair-eyed female, beef is very necessary for my nutritional makeup, for my physical makeup, my genetic makeup needs what beef has. And to eat things from the ground that were literally grown in the ground, not that grew out of the ground and grew, but I mean like root vegetables. Those are the best things for me to eat genetically, and that is important. So quality fuel is important, and the more natural, the more organic, the better. Then also giving it enough water. Your body needs water, not as much as a lot of fitness people say it needs, but it does need water. So amidst all of your caffeine drinks and energy drinks and teas and kombuchas, don't forget that you need water. Also, giving it enough sunshine. Your body needs the sun. Your skin needs the sun. You are a living being. You need the sun. Then also moving your body. Moving your body. We are not meant to be sedentary human beings. We are not built for that. We are built for walking, for standing, for moving, for working, for dancing. Move your body, even gently. The best thing you could do for your health is to walk. Walk, walk, walk as much as you can. Another thing that is nourishment for your body is to speak to it with kindness, both verbally out of your mouth and in your mind. Another way is to be generous with your time, which means to make time to prioritize taking care of your body. Number 8 is start honoring your truth and expressing who you really are so that you don't have to live with the anxiety and shame that you've been carrying around for wearing masks and trying to keep up with the masks that you wear out in the world. Honestly, hiding your true self is one of the biggest reasons why we are an anxious society. Anxiety, depression, it's really just that you have gotten tired of playing the role that you've been playing and you don't want to anymore. And so starting to honor your truth and expressing who you really are, which we are going to talk about, of course, is one of the most nourishing things you can do for your body. Because anxiety, shame, stress, cortisol is the stress hormone, and it is totally screwing with your health. Your body keeps the score of every negative feeling that you have suppressed. And it is unloving. I'm going to say that again. It is unloving to try and bury it. Even though I'm not shaming you for that, okay? I buried a lot of shit to survive, to get through. And I did survive because I did that. So the fact that you have buried it and suppressed it is not something to feel bad about. It got you here. But I am inviting you to see that the most loving thing you can do is to express yourself authentically. And I know it can be scary. So I'm not saying you have to jump into the deep end. You can, but you don't have to. But I'm going to tell you, the longer you bury it and suppress it and ignore it, it will eventually make you sick because it has to be expressed and released somehow. Your body keeps the score. It just is a fact. Literally your blood cells are keeping the score. It's so much deeper than you know. So much deeper than I know. What number are we on? 9. We just did 8. 9. Practice presence. You have to practice presence as much as possible so that you can savor all of the goodness of life that your body allows you to experience while you are here. This being present, using your nose to smell the smells, like literally stopping to smell the flowers, watch the bees, pet your dog, feel how soft their fur is, taste the delicious chocolate that you just let melt in your mouth. This is how you stop taking your body for granted. All of this numbing out and autopilot living and constantly being lost in your head is making it really, really easy to forget why our body is so important. So the more present you can be with the things that you do, the things that you love, the things that bring you joy, I mean, I cannot tell you how much healing that will bring for your body. Number 10 is try doing the things that you do for your body from a loving intention. Okay, your body, as we learned in the last episode, is never doing anything of its own volition. Instead, it's this incredible machine that loves you and wants to keep you alive, healthy, and happy. Your body is always trying its best to do that, regardless of the circumstances and environments it's been put into, regardless of how much you feed, water, exercise, and nourish it, it's always trying to do its best by you. An example that would be quite comparable to this, to your body, is to your pet dog. Imagine, okay? Imagine if you fed your dog toxic chemicals, pumped it full of booze or drugs, and then starved it, or even worse, forced food down its throat until it was sick. Imagine if you barely walked your dog or took it outside, yet every single day that dog shows up for you. It does its best to do right by you. It sounds a lot different when you look at it this way, right? When I wrote it the first time, honestly, it punched me in the stomach a little bit. So I'm with you. I'm with you. But that's what it's like. That's what we're doing. Your body is like your little pet. It doesn't know what to do without you. And it's here for you and only you. It doesn't serve any other purpose except to carry around your soul, your being, your existence. So why is this important? Why is nourishing your body and caring for your body important? For the obvious reasons, sure, right? But also because how you treat yourself is a reflection of what you believe about your personal worth. And how can the universe give you everything that you dream of if you don't believe that you're worthy of it? How? Your actions are a derivative of your beliefs. Your thoughts are a part of a program. And so even if you don't think that you love yourself, even if your thoughts are harmful or hateful or full of self-loathing, when you act independently of those thoughts and choose to act with love for yourself, you are investing into a belief system of love and worthiness, no matter what your mind says about it. And over time, those actions, those inspired actions motivated by the intention of love and nourishment, it's those actions that will change your habituated thinking to reflect the same. And as we've learned about manifestation, when your thoughts, when your energetic investments are geared towards your love and worthiness of yourself, to the knowledge that you deserve all of the most wonderful things in the world, your reality is going to come and mirror that back to you. Your reality is going to mirror that back to you. And how freaking cool is that? So when you start to shift how you are with your body, it's not just about losing weight. It's not just about stopping binging. It's not just about having your dream body and feeling good in your skin. It's actually about your entire freaking life. And it will impact your life entirely when you do it from this place of embodiment and nourishment. This is how you change the game. This is how you change your whole freaking life. So, if you are at all interested in working with me, if you want to book a call, if you want to join our online academy, anything that you need to connect with me is in the description of this video. And I encourage you to check it out. There's no pressure ever. I only want to work with people who are feeling like this is like the most aligned thing they've ever heard in their life, because those are the people that stick through the hard stuff and get incredible results. And I'm here for it. So I hope everybody has the most incredible rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon.